Milos, congratulations. Nick's come in here and said he's never seen anyone serve quite like that before. Where does that rank in your best service performances?
No, I did the things well. I served well. I played him a bunch of times now to know a little bit more. It's obviously hard to know what's going to come from Nick, so that sometimes can be the most unnerving part, but I served well today. I was efficient. I kept a high first serve percentage, and there wasn't many situations where I was in trouble, but when it was a little bit close, I stepped up and did a good job.
Can you explain why? I mean, you'd like to do that every single match, obviously. Why did you have to actually do it tonight?
I've been serving well since the start of this year. I spent a little bit more time working on it in the off season. I got to just hit more serves. I didn't do anything differently, but there's no direct reason. But I served well in my first 3 matches. I've been consistently serving well, and today I think it's a little bit quicker here. That helps me as well, especially if you hit your spots.
Milos, one of kind of the unique aspects of tennis is that you guys control your careers. You hire your coaches, you decide how much you play compared to like team sports. I guess what's the most difficult aspect of that for you?
You have an idea of what you should do, and over the years you try to adjust that to figure out what's best for you. I don't know if I've necessarily figured out the exact formula for me, but I think that's the part you're always trying to figure out. I guess to some extent it would be much easier if somebody just told me where I have to play and where I have to be. I didn't have to think about it too much, but I'm constantly trying to figure out the way that I can give myself the best chance to play healthy and to play well week in and week out.
You meet Stan next, which would be a pretty another kind of tough early match. Have you ever had such a tough first 2 rounds at a Grand Slam before?
No. Obviously, I think if there was a discussion, there was probably about 4 guys, especially now since there was a few guys that were hurt throughout the last year or a little bit longer. There's about 4 guys maybe 5 that I can think right off the top of my head, and I got to go up against 2 of them. So it is what it is. I got to play well, and I got to worry about myself.
Do you think that makes you a bit sharper at the start of the tournament? Like, that could be better for the later?
I think it demands a little bit more off you. It takes off a little bit of pressure of, how you're not sure how you're going to start in tournaments. I think it's sort of just, it's good to have those nerves. I think it just demands a sharper version of yourself.
Milos, do you have to be a straight man when you play, Nick? I mean, in comedy teams, there's the straight guy and the funny guy. You're kind of the one that has to just stay calm, and he does all kinds of weird things.
I think I have to stay calm all the time. I don't think it matters if it's Nick. I'm not going to be the guy putting on the theatrics too much on the court. I'm just going to be trying to do my things well and to be efficient with them. So obviously with him, you sort of try to put out everything else that's going on the other side of the net and focus on what you need to do.
Specifically against Stan, what's your sort of plan of attack? What's your strategy mainly against him?
Keep the points short. He really likes to get into a rhythm of being aggressive, and it takes him a few shots sometimes, especially in a match. You got to keep the points short and got to keep him a bit off balance.
Aside from staying healthy, but that obviously must be your #1 priority, do you have anything specific that you would like to achieve this year? A number in mind, a tournament, anything at all?
I would like to be back playing the World Tour Finals.